Hello friends, how you doing? Day 383. Woo! Almost to the end, my friends. Hope you're doing amazing on this Sunday. And man, I'm so glad. I just finished my last busy day for my events yesterday. And gotta say, feeling a little, need some more energy. Anyway, today I'm coming in. It is, yes, Sunday. And we got another episode of Storytime Sundays. As you can read from my title, I'm coming in to share with you the time that I got arrested, cuffed, and ended in the back seat of a cop car. Yes, my friends, I am not as pure and innocent as you thought. Yes, I am a very bad boy. Alright. Not really, but I'll tell you the story. So, let's see here. It was about 2013, I want to say. Maybe 2012. I don't remember exactly. But, I was in the States driving around in Bellingham with my dad, actually. I don't remember what... Maybe we went down to go shopping or something. I don't remember. And I think... Okay, so a cop pulled us over. I was driving. And I think I didn't do a full stop at a stop sign. I think that was why. And so, the cop's like, what are you doing? What are you doing down here? I told him we were shopping. Can you use your license? Sure. I'm thinking it's a whatever stop, right? Not a big deal. He runs my my driver's license, name, and comes back, and he tells me that I have an outstanding speeding ticket from 7 years before. 5 years? Something like that. Many years. And I was like, I do? I'm like, I could have sworn I've paid all my speeding tickets. And because I've heard from people that, if you get a speeding ticket, this is for Canadians. If you get a speeding ticket in the States, you definitely want to pay it off. And so anytime I did, I would always pay them off. And apparently I missed one. And so he asked me to come out of my car and says that I am under administrative arrest. I was like, what? What is that? He's like, he's like, well, I have to go through the motions with you. So I have to cuff you and I have to put you in the back seat of my car while I handle all the paperwork or reporting. I was like, what? So I'm like, is this really happening? And so he literally cuffed my hands. I think, I don't remember. This is like a decade almost ago. Cuffed my hands, puts me in the back of the cop car. And he's like, you're not in any actual trouble or anything. It's just, I have to go through the motions with you. So, obviously I was calm. I wasn't too worried about it. And then he did all his thing. And then he finally, what do you call it? And then he took me out and says, well, who's that? That's my dad. He says, okay, does he have a driver's license? I'm like, yes. He says, okay, well, you can no longer drive in the state of Washington, because that was where my ticket was. I'm like, okay. He says, did your dad have his driver's license on him? He says, yes. Okay, so my dad ended up driving, so thank God my dad was with me at the time. And so we ended up going back. He says, okay, here's the paperwork. You need to go pay your bill, pay your ticket, and the penalties that go with it. So I think it was like a $200 ticket or something like that, plus fees and all that. Ended up being like $500 for me. But more importantly, it was the time and energy to actually go down to Bellingham, to the court, to pay it off. And because I couldn't drive in the state of Washington, I had to ask my dad to actually drive me again. So that was time away from him. And so, yeah, it was quite an interesting incident for me. I was never too worried about it. But it was like, wow, this is what it feels like to have cuffs on. And not the pink furry ones. Ooh. And to be in the back of a cop car, I was like, what? I was like, I don't know, this is kind of crazy. And so, yeah. So so the moral of the story, my friends, if you're Canadian and you're in the States and you get a speeding ticket, just pay it off. It's not worth the extra time, energy, and extra fees and money that you have to put in. But you know, I'm grateful I got pulled over because I'd rather get that clean and off my plate just in case anything more important actually comes up next time in the States. Obviously, if you never ever come back to the States, it won't make a difference. You can have a ton of fees that you don't have to, or tickets that you can add up and never pay because you're never going back. However, I go there regularly, so that was always a thing. If I have tickets, I gotta pay up. I had a few tickets while I was down there, so. Anyway, friends, that's all I wanted to share with you tonight. Just the story of what happened about that one time I was cuffed and thrown in the backseat of a cop car. And so just remember, pay your tickets if you're Canadian and in the States. All right, my friends, have a great night. See you.